Yo, guys, welcome back to another YouTube live stream. It's me, mrjayowhy. Hope you're having an awesome day. Let me actually today notify the Discord because I kind of forgot yesterday for about an hour. So, my bad. The music's a little loud. How are we doing, chat? Is my streams not coming up on YouTube? What's happening? Oh, and there we go. Octane, drawing. Welcome in, Octane. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, let's make that Fortnite. That's the game we're playing. Can't play at the moment. We're not playing with viewers. And honestly, I don't know if it's one of them streams, so... Right. How we doing, chat? Jimmy, how's it going? Kenneth, how's it going? Charlie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? So we've got some news to talk about today, as well as Fortnite Chapter OG Season 9 beginning. We have a whole lot of dialogue to get through, and some very interesting dialogue, should I say. Holy, Geno is cooking everyone. It's not good for them, guys. Geno is... Oh. Did you know that Slone is getting a 7 style? So cool, but not Jones. Yes, that's one of the things we're going to be talking about. I can't do more quests because of the... Hit a boss quest? Wait, what? Been a while since I joined the stream. Alright, Charlie, welcome back then. My birthday's next week on the Friday. Well, happy birthday for next week. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, I need to do that. All right, now we can notify the Discord. Everyone live. Yeah. Scales, how's it going? We have to hit a boss 15 times, but I can't find bosses. The ones that randomly spawn in, like the wolf and the Skeletor and them stuff. I'm not sure if I'm playing with viewers today, Jimmy. This might be a long conversation. Yeah, the Innovator is an obvious name for Slone. Which obviously gets us 7 things. That's crazy. Yeah, you can't hear that. Right. So, let me just set. I should have probably done this before I started stream. Let me set up some of the stuff. Okay, we'll start off with that. Okay, let me full cam it for a minute. Let me full cam it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's actually call it for a second because I'm gonna. Oh no. Oh. JJ, what's up? We're gonna be talking about some lore, so I'm just getting everything set up. Rapid Snipes, how's it going? I think she built a weapon to stabilize the 0 point, probably a machine similar to Collider. Yeah, similar to the Collider, but not the Collider. And this, obviously, Geno's going to tamper with it. That could be the thing. Obviously, we have actually seen the completion of this, and I can't think. Hold on. Wait on. Quite a bit in reverse, yeah. Okay, so that's where it is. Why would he do that when he wants a 0 point to be reforged and awakened again? Oh, but no, I'm not saying the Collider was even going to destroy reality anyway. That wasn't the intention of the Collider in the first place. What if Slone takes the role as a new scientist and Singularity takes the role as a new paradigm? Is Jones dead? No, Jones is not dead. Jones is literally at the sanctuary in a chamber. Not dead. He's recovering. Yes, he is. He's recovering at the sanctuary. Also, chat, thanks for the 11 likes. Let's get these likes up. It's gonna be a good conversation today. It's gonna be a good conversation. Let me make it daylight. So on the map currently, if you make your way in between the 0 point and the new sanctuary, you have this, which obviously we have been talking about for the last, well, since the season began. It did look like something was being built here. Some people said it looks like it's going to look like the Collider or be something similar to Collider, and that does seem the case, but in reverse. And obviously with the most recent update, which has given us the new Season 9, Chapter OG, has given us a load of good dialogue to also listen to, which involves Dr. Slone, think Singularity as well, and indeed the Visitor, quotation. And I think that's it. I think there might be an appearance from someone else in the voice lines. Oh, these are some of the best voice lines I think I've heard ever from Fortnite. So let's get into them. Obviously, spoilers if you actually want to do the quest, but we always do this. So. Did my computer just what? Okay, so okay. Well, it's kind of struggling. What's happening here? Okay, so from Egyptian Fortnite leaker, news story voice lines, Dot Slone, the Visitor, and Singularity, as we said. So let's get into this one, I suppose. Okay, let's make it bigger, and then put me down here. Oh wait, why is the chat not where it should be here? Wait, what? So chat, we have to move you. Where was chat? No, I definitely clicked chat now. Yeah. Again, 100% clicking chat. It's just being really fun. Just being okay. If you want to be funny, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Hmm. 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 All right, that's better. That's better. Oh my god, what is happening? It's taking so slow to do anything. Right, okay. Let me pop out chat so I've got a better look at chat. Where's the 0 point? Is in the middle of the new machine. No, it's... That's what I was saying when everyone was saying it was like the collider. Was like the collider was there to bring the 0 point out the center of the Omniverse, or the center of the universe at that point, because it was still in reality 0, right? So it was to bring it up. And then once the crystals interact with the 0 point, it should have resetted everything like a black hole event. But indeed, that did not occur. All right, let's get into these. Oh, Slone hitting us off early. I've missed Dr. Slone. Her voice is just, it's music to my ears. Anyway, we're part of the 0 point stabilization team, the ZPST. Probably a working acronym, I suppose. It's just again. Anytime this comes up, this all realities will end if we fail. I swear that's just scare fearing from the IO, or at least in this state, Geno, right? Every single time. which Singularity does kind of point out as well. Oh, you mean that old chestnut? Well, it's just not, though, is it? Its reality ended when the 0 point exploded. No, it shattered into shards. That is not right, Dot Zone. Okay, so we've got two jobs. Dr. Slone is actually making the Collider 2.2, but in reverse. And Singularity will be making a autonomous AI software to run the machine. But... oh, it's... I did say this on Twitter. It's Saki era. It is full Saki era. Oh, wait. Can you hear any of this? Oh. Sometimes I want to lose my mind with this. Why was it doing that? I didn't mute it up. Well, we're gonna have to do that again. It's too hot for this. Great. 2 seconds, chat. Let's start that again, I suppose. Okay, so let's listen to the voice lines now. I've completely lost my flow. Oh, when you need someone to point it out, there's no one ever here to point it out. How did I start that? I might just have to cut the first bit I started and then go into it. I'm pretty sure I said it right the first time.
Looper, you're on comms with the 0 point stabilization team. You'll be our eyes and hands out in the field.
So yes, we are part of the 0 point stabilization team. Good acronym, the ZPST.
And hands out in the field.
Tread carefully. All of reality ends if we fail.
Honestly, hearing Dr. Slone, Singularity, and as we know, Geno, all in the same room, all former Imagine Order employees, and obviously Geno himself, the leader of the Imagine Order, and obviously Slone, a hierarchy, and obviously Singularity was high up there. It's all very good to see, right? Right?
Ah, yes, that old chestnut. Too bad that it's true every time. I'll focus on the overall construction of the stabilizer itself. Singularity, you're on making an autonomous AI software to run the machine.
So as I said before, Slone is part of actually making the reverse collider, which instead of ending reality, it wasn't ever meant to end reality. It was meant to reset. It was meant to kill everyone on the island and then reset so Geno can begin from a base. A start. Just get rid of everything and start again. Right? Bring new loopers in. Get the IO. What were they called? The IO, not surveillance team. Procurement team, get a bunch of new loopers and see what they can do this time around. And so the collider originally was supposed to reset the island and not destroy everything, right? Because that would make any sense. Just be silly, wouldn't it? But this time around, it seems like they will make something similar to collider to restabilize the 0 point. That's why we're part of the 0 point restabilization team or stabilization team.
Why not employ the 7-zone Amy to run the stabilizer?
I wouldn't trust Amy to make me a coffee.
Which I'm pretty sure was an early reference because obviously didn't Jones and Amy have a conversation about a toaster or something? But yes, the first signs that Slone doesn't at least trust everyone. And this is an interesting thing that Fortnite can really play on because it does feel like, they're looking at everyone, side eyes and everything going like, who, you, are you on my team? So obviously Slone does not trust Amy because I said it back when obviously Amy attached herself to the Dark Voyager's computers and the Dark Voyager systems. Should have re-seen a few things coming, right? Unless obviously Geno has made it very clear that his name has not been mentioned. But the Dark Voyager obviously knew who he was working for. So how that wasn't at least picked up from Amy is a little questionable, but not completely out of the realms of possibility that she may have just missed it, right? Or it was just never there. So, again, probably best if Slone is a little bit cagey about everyone not to have Amy involved. Now, it does arise a question that if Amy is working for Geno, what does Geno have to offer Amy? Because I don't think Amy's evil. That is a wrong way to go about it. If Amy's evil, I think that would just be silly. Obviously, Geno will have something that Amy desires, and the only thing is her father, or father figure, which is the scientist, right? It's not. But then again, that would mean that Chrome, Last Reality, Geno are very much intertwined. Or somehow Geno has somehow picked up the scientist. Or maybe that's a whole lie. Maybe he doesn't have the scientist, right? Maybe he's just playing Amy. It's like, I got the scientist. And it probably turned out to be Gunner or something. I don't know. He could be playing her completely. But yes, oh my God. Why's my nose so itchy? It does seem like Geno's really turning the knife at this point. He stabbed the 7 and he's just twisting it. Because as we get into these almost 4-minute voice lines, Geno becomes more sarcastic and almost blatant. Like he's definitely like not blatant that he's Geno, right? Blatant that he's definitely playing them. And it won't be long until at least Slone and maybe Singularity starts going, well, this ain't right.
It'd be great coffee, but she'd write insults in the foam.
How does this compare to your previous Collider project, Dr. Slone?
Stop picking fights, visitor.
It's a valid...
What's that, Singularity?
Stop picking fights, visitor. Stop picking fights.
Stop picking fights bit is very Singularity, but it almost tethers off and sounds more like the Order, but that's obviously just me.
Compared to your previous Collider project, Dr. Slone.
Stop picking fights, visitor.
It's a valid query.
Obviously, everyone must be like, how does he know? But obviously, as we know, the Visitor is or as he portrays himself, right, is a general. He's definitely more like the Origin in terms of R7, right? So obviously he's going to do a lot of background research on the other 7, which he has done, and obviously known how all the 7 died, which he already know anyway. But obviously he would know this stuff. He would know who he's messing with. So that shouldn't be a red flag to anyone that the Visitor at least how he portrays himself, out what we've seen from the Visitor, right, would know that sort of stuff, right? But it's interesting that he's pushing it along. Like, okay, how did your collider match up, right? Where I kind of died, because that's where he died, right? So he's almost bringing it to everyone else. That's where Geno, even though it should be known that he should be coming back, right? Even like, I'm trying. Yes, obviously from the comics we saw Geno come back, right? From that point on, Geno was always coming back. But there must have been an inkling in their minds that is he truly gone? Maybe, mate. I don't know. Everything that happens in Fortnite, 0 point, this, that, there must be someone at least considered that Geno could still be alive, right?
It's a lot of the same theory, but in reverse. The collider would have destroyed an island. This will save one.
Oh, Slone's cooking. Collider would have destroyed the island. Yeah, so it was never... I've had this argument before. The collider was never end reality, right? Which makes me think that the 0 point exploding wouldn't end reality as well, because obviously in Chapter 2, Season 6, they evacuated the island. They went, oh, the 0 point's about to go, meltdown, let's go. Unless, obviously, Geno and the IO knew that Jones would go to the Foundation. The Foundation would, you know, save the 0 point, even though it was obviously... the IO had planned that. But you can look at it a few ways, right?
We're lucky to have you, it seems.
See, that is... How is that not, like, sarcastic? Like, how... The tone of his voice... It seems like we're lucky to have you.
This isn't working. We need some out-of-the-box ideas. Anyone? Why make a new software?
Why don't you just make a box? Yeah? And then just step... No.
When we can just upgrade the shape. The Dark Voyager controls that part of the island. Let me take care of that.
So it seems like the shape is the plan, which... It seems so. Obviously, the shape is autonomous AI, sort of self-aware. Which is that disappointing? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it could have been like a soul, but if it's AI, it's AI, right? Let's move on. But obviously, it seems like Singularity will try and infiltrate the... What is it called? Something strip sabotage? No, what is it called? Wherever the Dark Voyager is. What's it called? Hello, Daniel. How's it going? Whatever it's called. Right, he's going there. He's going to that middle island. Right, that's where Singularity plans to, get involved, right? Sinister Strip. That's it.
All right, let's get experimental. Looper, hold for now. We'll be in touch. All right, Looper. Time to get it done. We don't have time to create our own super intelligence to run the 0 point stabilizer. Thankfully, that little shape is a lot more complex than he looks. We're going to rescue him. Ready for a daring mission? Progress report? Looper's got skills.
Course we have. Course we have. So at this point, we are over here going to save the shape. So I have seen, now we will replace this, right, with a 7 sort of style helmet for the shape. Serve the Voyager. Serve Geno soon, by the looks of things.
Soon enough.
She's not impressed at all. You the loopers. You were born in my sight back in the day.
Enough. We'll be in the Dark Voyager's lair. Focus on your...
Now, I was trying to think what the Dark Voyager lair is. I presume they're just talking about this, right? Maybe we will have to interact with something here. This seems like a layer, right? I would say that's a layer. A layer. A layer.
Art Slone, we've got ours. You did it. Now I can siphon the shape's code from a distance, and... done. I've compressed our little friend onto a hard drive for now. But soon enough...
That's why the computers, when we did the Hope's Quest, looked like the shape's face. But then that doesn't really add up with the timeline here.
He'll be installed here. Good as new. You and the Looper worked well together.
Wait, well, I just thought, imagine if the shape has voice lines right in the next week's challenges, and it's Amy and the shape going at it. That'd be kind of funny.
I have an eye for talent. You gonna stick around this time? I think so. The Seven may also have a... Slone and the Looper worked well together. I have an eye for talent. You gonna stick around this time?
You're going to stick. Obviously, that refers to Slone. That refers to Singularity taking off after the whole Mega Team leader versus the monster.
I think so. The Seven may also have a stubborn, dangerous leader, but they trust their people.
Now, this is an interesting line because, as I always say, the Foundation is his own worst enemy, right? How he reacts to things, how he tries to present himself. It's just... And they're really obviously playing on that. So it's good to actually see it for the last couple of months. They at least acknowledge that he's not. Because back in the day, I used to say this a lot, and people said, no, he's great, he's this. I'm like, do you not see how much of it he's swallowed by his ego? Come on, guys. Why would a glorified billboard be a face for the Collider? Because it's a highly intelligent AI system.
Dangerous leader, but they
But don't tell the shape to generate an image, alright?
trust their people, even when their people are you and me. That means a lot. Looper?
Obviously, that's referring to, even... people involved in the Seven, even, if you've done wrong, they will allow you in. Like John Jones, let's not forget, John Jones wasn't always on the side of the good or right, I suppose. I guess in terms of Fortnite, it's a little bit difficult to say good or bad, unless you're Geno, right? He's just playing evil by the looks of things, but rest of them at least had their sort of, maybe not morals, right? But they had, at least their actions made sense, right? Even when Slone destroyed the mothership, you could at least argue and put us in danger. Probably might have killed us, or we just respawn in the next game, right? She was trying to stop the cubes, which I guess Geno didn't care for anyway, because now he's using the Voyager, right? And then we can see the dangers of the cubes again, which we keep seeing, right? So anyway, doesn't matter who you are, Seven will take you in.
As leader, but they trust their people, even when their people are you and me. That means a lot. Looper, we're almost there. I'll be in touch.
Looper, you and I are going to work together on this next bit.
Oh, we got some alone time with Geno. Oh my God, chat. W's in chat. Not now. Oh, that's the worldwide web. Just W's, right? That's crazy. Did I see the new 7 helmet? Yes, it's on the thumbnail. I did see it. But yeah, we get to really hear the visitor, Geno, get to work. Really get a bit sarky, really start to drop his... He kind of drops his mask here, right?
We need you to find a power source for the 0-point stabilizer.
Sprites are the answer. I can feel it.
Is that not so? Right, so as we've been aware, the sprites, literally it was in the trailer, the first trailer of the season, right? It was like, the sprites are from 0-point energy. The sprites can be used, and we saw that. That was one of the big things in Chapter 6 when people kept arguing, oh, Jay, the Chapter 6 story is done, mate. Nothing's going to be relevant from Chapter 6 ever again, Jay. You silly lore guy. Anyway, here we are. So sprites are important.
It is a nice relief to step away from the lab. There are a lot...
I've just realised the connotations on his voice now. It's like he's really awkward about it. Oh, it's nice to... he's struggling to... He's got to remember that, one, this could be done through comms, which it probably is, right? But you can imagine him standing there, right, and trying to deliver this line.
It is a nice relief to step away from the lab.
Oh my God, that's actually so... They've really meant to make it sound like that, haven't they? Where it's like, it's a real nice relief to step away from the lab. Like trying to put an arm around him or something and go, oh, I'm so down with life and not killing everyone. It's nice relief to step away from the lab. Why don't we go and get a drink and a cocktail, shall we? What do you guys say? Do we go down the pub?
I can feel it. It is a nice relief to step away from the lab.
It's like, you can just imagine him like swinging his hips as he says that. It's nice to step away from the lab.
There are a lot of cooks in this particular kitchen. Thankfully, we are each in charge of our own dish. Looper, you and I are going to be learning how to do a sort of, sprite reduction.
This can't be on comms, right? This can't. Amy must, like, Amy, come on. There must be this. Geno must be offering her the scientist, right? In some way or shape or form. Some shape, I get. Because, like, what the hell? What the hell? It's like, that is so obvious. It's like, what do you mean sprite reduction? You're going to kill them? You're going to do what Diego did, I guess, I suppose. Wait, have we got Diego challenges coming up at some point? Oh, so that's why... Okay, I just realised why Diego's here. As one of the spirit siblings, he's going to be somewhat concerned, I guess. He could... Unless there's something already out there, I guess Diego could be on the other side of this going, look, this is exactly what... this energy, you shouldn't be messing with it. And maybe that will start to doubt the other, like Slone and Singularity will start to go, why is Visitor like so hard in this? There must be another way, right?
Sprite reduction, without harming the little beasts.
Okay. Of course. Okay, well, I didn't... Okay, I should have read the next bit, Jay. But, well, I would have still argued that, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Without harming them. Yeah, I don't...
It's a new experience to work under Dr. Slone. She is brilliant, calculating, and unstoppable mind. While our priorities align, there is no better ally. But when that alignment ends, well, her only true loyalty is to her ideals.
Is anyone else getting that bit of awkwardness every time he tries to, like... I don't know if that's deliberate from Ben, right? The awkwardness, like... this.
She's brilliant, calculating, and unstoppable mind.
Okay, that's just him saying facts, right? But
while our priorities align, there is no better ally. But when that alignment ends, well, her only true loyalty is to her ideals. It's been a long time since I've been so hands-on. I've become more of a vision holder, a pioneer among realities for many years.
now, obviously, he's talking about Raw in the Imagined Order, I guess. Back in the day, he was very, obviously, as he said, hands-on. The hands... wasn't there a line back in the day which was something like the hands of the 0 point is in Geno? Or something, and at that point, we didn't know Geno was a person, a place, or a reality, or something. I vaguely remember that being a line. But obviously, talking about when he must have started the Imagined Order, it must have just been him, and then obviously the word starts to spread. He starts to get that, like, sort of almost religious persona, or sort of cult leader, where people are sort of propelled because of the way he speaks to follow him and pray of this new sort of civilization, the perfect reality, the perfect imagined order, and or the Oathbound, of course, because that's where it essentially started from, right? That sort of thing. But I've just realised a line here could be interpreted a few ways. This line here, I've become more of a vision holder, which is a bit strange since, you know, Hope's visions went away. So is that line a bit of a double entendre, right? That actually means that he's holding the vision somehow, right? That would be on the nose, no, Jay. That would be a bit on the nose. A pioneer among realities.
When I was young, I built my dreams with my bare hands. It is good to make something again.
We did it. Constructed an incredibly complex machine powered by 0 point energy, siphoned from nature spirits.
Okay, so what they do? Construct an incredible complex machine powered by 0 point energy siphoned from natural sprites. That can't be a good thing, ciphering energy from them, as we know from Chapter 6.
And run by a hacked superintelligence created to be a tourist attraction.
Like building a mech out of the contents of a vending machine.
Ooh, was that a slip? Like, what's the law in there, right? So, what's the island? Because obviously the order said this place felt familiar until they completely the 0 point just mangled it into whatever it is now, right? Shattered coast, right? And obviously there was a bit of thing like the IO must have ran this island. It's amazing that Slone hasn't mentioned anything, but obviously she didn't come in until after the season, so didn't see this destruction till afterwards. Maybe, but then the shape would be familiar if that was always there, right? But obviously, he's referring to the sprite here being a tourist attraction. How does he know that? Or is that just obviously because it's based on like LA, right? It's based on a strip. Sorry, Los Angeles. I'll get it right in a minute. Whatever the place is, it's based on that sort of commercial sort of like, oh, everything's in your face. Buy this, buy that, and that's obviously why it's saying obey the Voyager stuff like now. I don't know. It seems like he knows too much.
Superintelligence created to be a tourist attraction.
Like building a mech out of the contents of a vending machine.
And we couldn't...
What? I heard this line earlier. So what? We're meant to say that... I don't even remember how that mech came to be. So you telling me Singularity built out of a vending machine? Crazy. Crazy, right?
And we couldn't have done it without our fearless leader.
Visitor?
I mean it genuinely. You've always had greatness in you, Dr. Slone.
How this is again? Mask is dropping here severely. Like, yes, the other line you could argue that Visitor did his research and he did this and he did that, but this like you've always had greatness in you, Dr. Slone, when applied correctly. It's like it's not at least. That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
When applied correctly.
Looper, thank
you. Being like, when applied correctly. Just a pause. Like, come on.
you. Soon enough, if this monstrosity of a machine works, the 0 point will be stable. And then, what next? The harder part. Keeping it safe.
So... So, over the next... Wait, where are we? What we just discussed? Oh, we're back to the thingy. So back over here, right? So obviously over the next few weeks, I presume this will be built, and then it will be a powerful beam, which will probably be a mini event. I don't think it will be a full-scale event. So we'll be beamed to 0 point. And the 0 point will stabilize. Or at least that's the idea, but Geno must be planning something else. Or unless at this point, obviously, it is to reconstruct the 0 point. But as we know, there's obviously the big elephant in the room of OG. And OG needing a 0 point. At this point, the vault could be explained by a couple of things. But once the mech takes that 0 point out of the vault, that's the issue, right? So maybe this beam won't stabilize the 0 point. Or it might do, but it will teleport the 0 point to OG. And then everyone will be like, oh, what happened? It must have gone wrong. The 0 point's left us. It's gone to reality 157. What the hell happened there? Oh, I've planned everything down to perfection, Dr. Slone be saying. Someone must have changed the coordinates. It wouldn't be the first time some random person's changed coordinates on a teleporter or something. Well, actually, obviously, the idea of this beam is not to change the coordinates, so obviously. But... Now, obviously, was a lot of talk about that, at least in this community, right, with the reality waves, that they were locked onto certain realities already, as we can see from screens, right? So maybe there is something in that, and that's how we get the 0 point back in OG. But if we go to here, we can actually see the finished product. And that is what we are building. So over the next few weeks, you will see that take shape. Take. And we will literally take the shape as well. What about the IO? The IO are just pointless, dead. That's. I mean, if the IO comes back, they do, right? But they can take a new name. I feel like they do, right? The IO failed and failed miserably. We're literally in a room with former IO agents, right? But obviously, we get to another point here, right? Where everyone's talking about the addition of Dr. Slone in a 7. Which to me makes perfect sense. Like, people are saying, oh, but is Slone working for Geno here? I don't think so. At least if you look at the dialogue from OG. Sorry. Yes, before we got into OG, sorry. From OG to Chapter 4, Season 4, right? And we had all the conversation about the time machine, but there was a few communications with former IO agents with Dr. Slone, right? And one of them was Gunner. And Dr. Slone sort of said, I'm done with that. And then Slone helped us with the whole device. Sorry, not device. Well, I mean, it is a device at the end of the day, the time machine, to save the 0 point, right? Because without Dr. Slone's actions back in Chapter 4, the 0 point would probably already be lost to us. But was someone still playing behind the scenes making that stuff happen? We don't know how long either maybe the Last Reality or Geno, at this point it's Geno, right, has been playing the strings. And you may think you're doing something where your actions are your own, but are you being persuaded or pushed in that direction to do these actions, right? I've also just realized her face helmet is actually exactly the same as the helmet on the thing, right? It's literally the same, right? Right? Where is it? Okay, maybe not. It's a little same-ish, right? Kind of. But for me, it's always been obvious that Dr. Slone would one day join the 7. I don't know why that wasn't an obvious thing from anyone else, but I'm sure some people had that idea. But the ones who I see on Twitter going, well, this is disgraceful. She's obviously evil. She's always been evil. And I'm like, well, no. If you look at her former sort of things she's done, she's always had her own sort of idea or plan, right? Even Skyfire, which we just talked about a little while ago. In terms of that, she felt like she was trying to save the island, right? She didn't want the cubes to land on the island because of how dangerous the cubes are, as we've seen from The Last Reality and from the Dark Voyager, right? Both evil things. Both the cubes are dangerous when in the wrong hands. Then Slone obviously went about in Fortnite OG. Yo, Ansi with the 56 months. Thank you very much. W's in chat for that one. W's. And obviously we had that whole thing with Dot Slone and the time machine, and then she helped us, you know, because the 0 point was dying, wasn't it? It was fading away. So we're now here. But again, that could have been manipulated by someone behind the scenes without Sloane's knowledge, or with Sloane's knowledge. And we're being played a long game here. But in my eyes, there was enough sort of the whole George W's. Is this going to read out? Is this going to read? Why is it not reading? Hello? Oh, my bad. I'm going to have to read it out. I don't know what's going on there. Story reminds me of what the Avengers Doomsday will be about. The story reminds me of what Avengers Doomsday will be about. Doctor Doom manipulating the heroes and Geno wearing the suit that looks like the Visitors. Doom's suit similar to Tony's suit. The heroes from both will find out until the heroes from both will find out. Will not find out until it's too late. I mean, Geno is a very similar character to Dr. Slone. Sorry, I've got too many doctors in my head. Geno is a very similar character, right, to... let me just finish my previous point before I move on. But yeah, Dr. Slone, I think, was... With, obviously, the end sort of thing, which we saw in Zero War, right? The last scene where Jonesy was talking, I think, to Spider-Man, sort of said, I wish Slone had a bit more about her to, you know, have this sort of redemption, and she didn't have the opportunity because they thought she died, and then obviously she did, and she's changed path. It would be weird for her to like come back, but unless, again, the only way I feel like that happens if Geno has already offered her something, which I don't think is the case. Anyway, but with George, thank you again for the $50 super chat as a major. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I know we had some audio issues. If you didn't know, the community video went really wrong, and I think this is probably a thing that hasn't. Obviously, wasn't aware. I'm going to have to try and work the super chats after stream while they're not playing out. So apologies for that. But obviously, Geno and Doctor Doom are very similar characters anyway in how they portray themselves in media, right? As smart individuals, very controlling, manipulative, regardless of the whole. You're trying to, connect it to the upcoming film, White Doomsday, where he's going to take the mass of Tony Stark and maybe use their emotional connection to 616 as Tony Stark, regardless of, where they can manipulate that, right? And he could play exactly the same as Geno, right? Which maybe where they might have got the idea from there, thinking about how long it's been and when Doomsday was announced, right? And that's one of the theories, right? That that played out similar to what Mysterio did, right? In Spider-Man No Way Home. Or sorry, no, it was the other film, wasn't it? But pretending to be someone you're not, right? Oh, I'm from a different reality. So that is literally the same in it. Turn out it's not the case, right? But yeah, that they're very similar characters anyway. Yo, George with another $10. Thank you very much. Appreciate the donation. Again, what do I need to do to fix this issue? Is it because I'm on the wrong scene? Okay, but we still not have a sound issue. Why is the sound not happening? Wait, we will get to the bottom of this. But anyway, lastly, loving the content, bro. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And both are building devices to stabilize reality. Reed Richards and Doom are working together to build a cannon similar to the one in Fortnite. Because of... Was that left off in Fantastic Four? I can't remember. Yeah, because they moved Galactus. They basically... Actually, I just realised Fortnite and Marvel are stealing each other's storyline, essentially, because that's how we got rid of Galactus and Doctor Doom, actually, in our event, which people said was stupid, right? But in Marvel, oh, that was cool. That was amazing. That was really cool. That was unique. And I'm like, what? You're the same person that argued that was stupid in Fortnite when they did that. Never mind. Very funny. It is, the parallels are insane at the moment. So let me try and play it again. Have I fixed this? Oh wait, is it because this is off? Oh no, wait. Where's the actual? Alert box. Okay, settings. But the sound doesn't seem on. Okay, I might have to mess around with that after stream. But again, George, thank you for the donations. Do appreciate it. But anyway, I think Slone was always destined, right, to join the Seven. For me, anyway. But how her character is, she is redeemable. Until obviously she does something wrong, right? Which she still might do, right? No one's perfect. But from what I'm seeing, I would hope they've turned a corner. And she deserves to be in the Seven as much as Jones. Obviously, Jones more, right? But obviously, they've been put in a position, right? And they're being put in that position, don't forget, by Geno. Not by the visitor and not by the order. The order has almost submitted to the visitor sort of running things right because the foundation's not there. So he's having to form a 7 here in order to deal with the issues. And that's what you have at the moment. You have the Guardian, the Innovator, which I guess was Sloane's best name, and that's literally what her other star was called. Singularity, Visitor, Order. I feel I'm forgetting Hope and Jones. Would that be it? I feel like I'm forgetting someone else. But yeah, that's what's happening here. But anyway, guys, that concludes another video. Ending the video here, not the stream. But anyway, crazy stuff, guys. Obviously, one thing to lean on, obviously, Slone is going to sort of replace the scientist because, you know, she is a scientist. But obviously, in the clip where we see them surrounding Jones and the sort of new 7 starting to form, she was in a white style, which is similar to, obviously, the scientist style back in Season X, right? That's something to end on. But, guys, if you did enjoy this one, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And until next time, it has been your boy, mrjayowhy. It's next time. Bye-bye. Hopefully the stream didn't crash. Right, carry on. We've got one video done, chat. That's what we do. That's what we do here on the channel. But yeah, we've got Season 9 to talk, which we kind of brushed on there because I do think this actual beam will actually be used to teleport the 0 point to OG. I think that kills 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I would imagine. Possibly. Chat, thanks for the 25 likes. Do appreciate it. W's. Hope you enjoyed that first little video we did there. Okay, I guess what we're going to do is go to OG now. I have a little conversation about OG and how it probably relates to what's going on with the Collider 2.0. So I think the last reality is still in control. I think they're still playing from the shadows, right? I don't know how much influence they've had recently, unfortunately, because the whole Geno reveal kinds of squashes some of what they've done or what they would presume to have done. So at the moment, it is a bit up in the air, right? I think Slone is going to betray the 7. I honestly, not intentionally, right? I think Geno will play her, but I just think that'd be a bit backwards in her character development, and that's the case. I just think that'd be a bit backwards. Oh, I forgot the spawn iron change. Is that what someone was saying in chat? Yes, I will go to Pro Peak, but not yet. That's not where we're going to start this discussion. Guys, of course, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit the like button. The mobility this season was insane. Good job, Imagine Order. So guys, welcome to Fortnite OG Season 9. I'm currently at Neo Tilted, and Singularity and the Imagine Order recently did a very nice job with the mobility around the Season 9 map. It was insane for mobility, by the way. But we currently find ourselves at the Statue of Singularity. You know, the Vault Keeper at the time, a high up member of the Imagine Order, and of course the Vault at this point was given raw 0-point energy to Neo Tilted, and of course Mega Mall as well, and the you know, these most of the stuff around the island, right? Is that what was happening? Yeah, and there we go. There's your 0-point energy being transferred, which is a bit of overkill, to be fair. Geno kind of undercooked here, right? He had the 0-point in the palm of his hands, as he would like to say, and he used it to power a refrigerator, which is kind of insane, right? But anyway, here we go. Also, if you watched the previous video or the one after this, guys, I don't know how I'm going to, you know, order them. We're obviously talking about the Collider 2.0 that's currently being built in Chapter 7. I do think it's an opportunity for them to transport the 0-point to this reality, as is very much needed for the whole mech thing, right? And since Singularity is obviously part of that plan as well, Slone and Geno, and obviously the Visitor has been here, and they are set to come back at some point. Without obviously the Dark Voyager ship in this, you can get another one out the Last Reality's parking lot. I don't know how it works. And then there must be another way to get here, right? And obviously the beam, or the Collider 2.0 that Geno and Nem want to build, Geno can manipulate things from behind the scenes and make it also a teleporter. So the moment they beam it to try and stabilize the 0-point, it shifts the 0-point to OG, which will obviously solve a bit of a headache and a bit of a conundrum we have with OG trying to say what OG is, right? Because we're still a bit like, it's in the past, is it this, is it that? I still think, the more I'm seeing, I'm less thinking of the past. At this point, I'm thinking it's another reality, replaying the events, and for whatever reason, or for whatever malice, I suppose, that Geno has, or whoever's behind this, right? Might be a collective of Geno and the Last Reality. I have no idea at this point. But obviously, we also have another conundrum, which is the monster. Which obviously in the new Season 9 OG Battle Pass, we have a Dark Voyager, which is essentially a spirit of itself. We have a Dark Spirit one, which is like the purple cube energy, and we have a green one, which is kind of similar to Midas's Shaded. So all very interesting stuff there. But if we make our way over to the block of ice... Oh my god, llama. He's gonna be rift. Or shadow, I don't know if they were in this season actually. No. You think Chapter 2 remix could be caused by the last reality? Oh, that actually makes sense, yeah. Now, this remix, yeah, OG, was caused by Geno doing all that he's doing right. But when we have a season 11, because I think there's a real opportunity to do season 11, but eventually we will be forced to go to another reality or another sim, but this time the last reality, because obviously Chapter 2 is the last reality sort of chapter. You actually might have a point on that. Can we not see the eye yet here? I thought the eye was visible. Stream lag. Where is the eye? Am I just being stupid? But anyway, yes. So the eye, Editor J, bring up the eye of the monster, which should be visible from here, but for some reason I just can't see it. But obviously, in the Season 9 Battle Pass, we have one that sort of says that it's died, obviously. The actual shaded one also has a crack in its head where it actually got stabbed by Singularity's mech and Paradigm, right? Before Paradigm went to the Ice Moon. So that is kind of telling me, right, that maybe we're not in the past, and whatever's coming out of that is either the same species, right, but a different one, which we know because of the whole Zero War comics. There's many of these guys, right? But also could be, or could be that shaded one we see in the Battle Pass. But the eye will still remain the same. Obviously, we're meant to see it go around with Polar Peak, aren't we? Around the waters at some point as well. So there's that. I'll go into replay, see if I can see it. Why did the remainder Devourers tease in Season 4? Like at the end of season, Geno gets exposed, and in Season 4 he goes into hiding and sends old enemies and allies? Maybe. Maybe, guys. Okay, well, I can't see the eye, right? In my game, at least. No idea. No idea, chat. Stream crashed. People responding to what I'm saying, so join a public, I will do in a minute. So down at Palestra Plant, they starting to, done some severe building work here. Obviously the explosion, of course, the volcano's kind of gone a little bit dormant, and what do you call it when it goes hardened or whatever. But eventually they will build out a nice little platform for the mech to be rebuilt. So going back to the whole stabilizer thing, what if that is actually Geno's going to manipulate it to be a teleporter, right? And the 0 point gets teleported, which solves the whole mech grabbing the 0 point. There being 2 0 points, which I don't think there is, right? So solves that problem. But then maybe Jones not Jones. The visitor's like, well, guys, it seems the 0 point has gone to reality 157, and I must send someone. I don't mind going, but I must need help. Singularity, are you ready to help us? And then, Singularity comes and he's like, oh, wait, this is basically what happened before. I can build another mech to beat the monster. Why is the events replaying the same? That's like the most easiest way to solve this whole conundrum, right? Hot take, the Flash introduced the multiverse way too soon. No. Because they did the same thing, right? And they played on the fact that they thought he tried to play that he was the Flash from his world, which was a lie. How have I just gotten that? Right, we take a little look at the OG pass. There's pretty good little stuff here. Dragon's Challenge, face to dragon. Double Clawed Fury. See the island from a different scale. Because it's all a lie and it's not actually the pass. Crazy. Mostly the same thing, different styles, right? Night Dragon Demi. And we've got Future Flight X10 that beat the game and your foes. That meant to be a gaming device? Crazy. Fall into the new future. Okay, nothing crazy lore drop, right? Well, this does look kind of familiar, right? But obviously, this is the interesting, right? Devourer's Claws, and we have the Spectral Devourer. As you can see where he got hit with a sword. So this is our Devourer, right? And I guess what the Ice King had, which again, the 0 point could have changed, could have brought them bones to the Polar Peak, and the eye is somehow reanimated, and he's been reanimated because of the effects of the 0 point, right? Which actually is very plausible, right? Interesting. Yeah, I did say on Twitter, like, maybe when you talk a lot about spectral forms, they have to take a vessel. And I think Phantasm talks a bit about that, but also the whole Marigold, Aurella, strange enough. Aurella, which, strange enough, was at that place back in Chapter 7, Season 2, right? And she took on a different form, the Chalice of Cube Chastity, right? She, connected with it on a spiritual level. So the same thing could be happening here. The moment he died, his essence was dissolved in the 0 point sword, because that is essentially a 0 point sword, by the way. That is shards. That is 0 point shards in that sword. We've got the dark version. This one appears to be broken. And it's also got last reality right, and I've only just noticed that on this one. Which is kind of crazy, right? Which obviously, the argument could be made, if that's the sword which Singularity used, which was, Paradigm, infused with 0 point energy, right? And because that's what happened, right? She drained the 0 point, and then she put it into the sword, and when that happened, the sword went pink. which obviously was 0 point shards. Essentially, the energy needed somewhere to go, and then it went from like an energy source to a solid source, right? Which were shards. So you could say that the shards have been infected. So if that can happen, that can also happen to the 0 point, right? Yeah, you can see it there. But interesting. I'm going to quickly go into a normal game and see if I can see, you know, the stuff that I need to see. The Devourer is a species. 100%. We know that from Zero War. So this is our Devourer, right? The one in the Battle Pass. Original. The one that could be in the ice block is a different one, right? Oh, it has returned. That's what it says. Well, it's obvious without even looking at the loading screen that that's our Devourer, right? Oh, the Oni Gaming. I have seen Slone's 7 helmet. I have actually already recorded a video about it. That will obviously be out at some point. Honestly, it would be cool if during the final showdown the mech isn't there at all and we get to see the event that would have played out. No, I think Singularity will somehow work itself over here. I haven't got a win OG yet. I haven't even played OG yet. I'm playing it now, obviously, but I'm probably going to just see the thing and probably just get eliminated anyway because I'm just not really playing. Well, chat plays. I've already kind of a bit of a crazy theory, right? The stabilizer in chapter 7. We've obviously got a big problem in OG, right? Where we're trying to work out what's in the vault. Was it a 0 point? Was it this? Was it that? The easiest thing they could argue, right, is that the 0 point in the vault isn't actually the 0 point. But that stabilizer, if Geno messes around with it, could send the 0 point to OG, and that could be his intention, right? So obviously then he could go, well, actually, Singularity, I've just discovered that the 0 point has been teleported to this reality. I need you there. And obviously she will realize where she is. And then she will build the mech, right? That's my theory at the moment. That's my working theory. Confusing the dinosaurs from Reality 616. Wait, what? Who's confusing the what? No, he's not. You're confusing the fact that whoever drew it like dinosaurs, right? Because I had a big issue with timing on that Zero War comic, so the person who drew it wasn't the same person who drew the other one. They're trying to build. It's called a stabilizer. It's meant to stabilize the 0 point, but who knows what's Geno doing. Anyway, guys, that's the story of OG. So I guess there's a few ways that could work in the chapter 7 story, which I'm sure they will do. Obviously, as I always say, there isn't a chapter 7 story, and there isn't a, well, there is obviously, but there isn't, you know, it's just the story that can mix and intertwine and stuff like that. But guys, this is this video. If you do buy anything in the Fortnite item shop, consider using creator code mrjayowhy in the Fortnite item shop, mrjayowhy. You got Hatsune Miku, the Willow, Unchanged Ramirez, and indeed Zamira from K-pop Demon Hunters or Hundrix. So guys, thanks for watching this one. If you did enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe to your YouTube channel, and until next time, it has been your boy mrjayowhy. Next time, bye bye. I'm going to stop the recording now, which might stop the stream. So if that happens, I'm sorry. But anyway, Oh, chat, it's too hot. Too hot. I'm starting to boil. Starting to boil. I'm starting to boil. Some full glass as well. Well, never mind. Oh, never mind. It's hot in it, chat. Anyway, I feel like 2 good videos. An hour's worth of content to edit for Bruno. Also, if you want to get involved in the community's video, make sure to press it. If you're on, obviously, YouTube on desktop, you should. Well, actually, also, if you're on phone, you should be able to see it as well, right? Yeah, if you go to my channel, just go to the community on the top thing, and you can, you know, post on the community. And there's not been a good few posts this week, so W's. Out of interest, where did the idea of the in-between being inside the 0 point come from? It came from just what was said in files, right? In the files, it was actually put as being the inside, and the fact that if you look closely enough, you can sort of see the oval shape when you're in the in-between. You can sort of see, and if you look, see, that's why the thing in the in-between in the vault might also, but then it's called that the in-between as well. But you can also see like the stars on that sort of glass thing is also that. And if you look at the 0 point closely and like that season X, I think you can sort of see that as well. So there's quite a lot of lore that suggests that is the case. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Matt Shadow, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Right, chat. I'm just gonna go for a quick break. Well, thanks for being here. I do always appreciate it. And I'm really happy about this today's stream. We recorded two good videos. Hopefully, people will like. So there's that. So. Okay, I'm back. So I just have to rehydrate. Honestly, I've got a fan on here, I've got the windows open, it's still... The upstairs is about 10 degrees hotter than downstairs. I don't know why. Chat, the beauty of technology, because what you're not hearing, right? Wait, where is it? You're not hearing this. It's just extremely hot in here. I believe Clark's 2 paradigms theory. It's Clark's chatting. The biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard. No, I mean, there is 2 paradigms. In terms of if you say paradigm and singularity will work together, like, that still doesn't mean there's 2 of. Well, in a omniverse and possibilities, I guess there is probably another paradigm character, but you know, it's not a singularity. I don't know. I don't know. Chat, thanks for the 35 likes. W's indeed. Hopefully I don't suck as much as I did the other night, because I was playing atrociously bad. Very bad, if I do say so myself. I need to get this oath-bound Geno in like the Aegis paper off. I need it. It's not working. I think the visitor will be the nothing possessing his body with the last reality reward shoot with the visitor officially dead. What? I mean, I would argue the visitor is not dead, but I guess. Okay, do you think the Season X OG Pass will have a new scientist skin? Yes. I think so. Oh, well, if it doesn't, I'll be sad. I mean, but literally, they could do anything, right? Because, you know, they put the Devourer, which Devourer arguably should have been either a Season 9 skin or a Season 10 skin, right? Not Chapter 2, Season 1 item shop skin. Why is Demi addressing us as loopers in one of the quests? Because we're loopers. Why not? No one knows. Even the loopers don't know why Jones know. Yeah, only what about Geno? Oh, we got shock rocks. Whatever they do. Whoa. Okay, now. Where do you go? They seem a lot of fun. Oh, I like them. Not if I die here, I hate them. Oh, we're alright. Oh, these are pretty fun. I like the look of them as well. Whatever they look like in the inventory. And we got 0 point energy. These are like the little things that are floating around the 0 point. I don't know. I'm joking. I don't know. Is that the law? I mean, I feel like that was always implied anyway, that shockwaves were probably... But this strongly hardens that claim, right? So have you thought about mods in the community sorting out? Right. Oh, I can hear the boots, no? GG's, bro. GG's. I'm playing with viewers now. I might open the lobby in a bit, but I'm not having voice on. I don't know, Ethan. I actually happened to see a post today, but it was like borderline. They just use an image, so it would need you to like. I don't know. But probably, I'll leave it for now. That might have just been like 1 week where it just got stupid. had too much yesterday. Oh, boy. I wonder if 0-point sprites have powers. What? Of course they do. Damn. This gun's insane. Crazy. No wonder why you gotta save a dog to do that. I did the OG Chapter 2 passes. I do mine, Journey, Chaos Agent, and Ripley. I'd go... I'm not sure about Ripley. Yeah, Journey, Hazard. Actually, I don't know. Because, you know, item shop skins are up for debate as well, and any skin that was relevant that season as well. Which the Devour proves to us, right? I was going to say 8 Ball. Yeah, but what about Scratch? Because he's kind of a different, you know. Oh my god! Oh my god, there's an obvious one. There's an obvious one. Obvious one. Oh, yes. Yes, obvious one. Oh, yeah, Ninja could have a reskin. That's a good shout. Nah, but there's an obvious skin chat you're all missing. You gotta kick yourself for forgetting it. Sacrifice? Oh, was YouTube doing this nonsense? Oh, you know what? No, that's... What is that YouTube chat auto-translating? Because obviously that's pretty good, but sometimes it just... Alright, anyway, that's a good... No, there's... You know what? No, that is actually a good chat. But there's even a more obvious skin that everyone talks about that season. It definitely was Chapter 1 season, Chapter 2 season 1 this skin. It might not be actually, I don't know. No, it's definitely... There we go, Fusion, yes. Yeah, it translated, it's a sacrifice. Which maybe that's what it means, because it's Portuguese, I presume. Or Spanish. Hello, can I have some boots, please? Wait, no, actually, do I want... No, you good. Funny enough, did not do that. It just... Bonjour is just bonjour. Oui. What the... Oh no. That's the problem if you leave your window open and things on. Oh, is that a rock? Oh, that would have been really handy, but I'm only 1 HP and I will die. Oh. Oh my god. Come fly with me, let's... Oh god, go away, man. Let's put me off that. I'll just crack the window open, guys, it'll be fine. Hey, why are you sitting? Oh my god, you're trash. Oh my god, you're actually trash. Oh my god, you might be the best player in the world. Where's the icon skin? Never at this rate. How does OG Demi know this term? It was a term that was used by anyone who escaped the loop. It was like 0 Point Comics said that. Renegade Raider knew what a looper was. You know why it's struggling around me? Because of the fan. So when it's hitting the fan, it can't fly out. God. Get out of here, man. Windows Ned, get out, man. Right. Oh, shut up. I don't want to 1v1 you. I would beat you anyway, but... Why is 1v1 at the top anyway? Leon, leave whatever you're doing before I kick you. Well, fair enough. Why is accept request so low down now? Why does it keep moving? Not always. Chat, thanks for the 37 likes. Appreciate all the support on the stream. It's obviously getting hit by the fan, right? And it's just getting discombobulated. Okay, they're only being kicked. What skins would be considered not loopers? Galactus. Iron Man. Because they got brought in afterwards, right? And he had a suit on, right? So he shouldn't have been looped, so he won the game, right? Now Thor got looped, right? Or he just couldn't speak within the... I can't quite remember that one. There's definitely a few. No, I do not have any special sprites. I've got a fly in there, apparently. Stop. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by this fly. I just wanted to stop. Put TV aerial here. I don't know what. I think it's because I've got a fan by the door and it's just pushing him back in. I don't think he can fly very well. So it's just getting essentially sent around in circles. Crack shield. He's wide. How's he done that then? Oh, how's he got that much mats already? Snooze, you lose, mate. Snooze, you lose. Oh my god, chat. Keep shooting. Oh, get destroyed! Get destroyed, right? So, go reboot. Let's go reboot. Hello. Didn't know the reboot was over here. So do you think the Season X Secret skin will be the 0-point skin in survey? Oh yeah, I forgot about 0. Yeah, it could be. But I don't think it'd be a secret skin as you put it. Just be a battle pass skin. Right, I know. Oh, wait, there's a foundation sprite? Yes, there is. There is. How come we, the loopers, don't have snapshots? Or we do have snapshots? Oh. Yeah, maybe he did. He got turned to a sprite. That's the law. Why is everyone just like... That didn't even seem that high. Alright, we're gonna go over here, I suppose. Can we do a costume? Nah, I don't think so. Not today. I like so much sprite does. When I actually get some rare sprites, I'm gonna have a good time. But until then. The gold fishing spots are... Oh, yes! I did see that. I wasn't meant to do that. I completely forgot. Why is it weird like that? I don't know. Oh wait, I didn't realise I got guzzle juice. Don't mind if I do. Are you okay up there? Why don't people ever learn? You know how we became Foundation Ice King during... Is that how we canonically changed? No. I don't think so. I would hate if that's the case, right? No, it'd actually be terrible. However you depict yourself in game is who you are, not... It's weird, whatever it was trying to argue now, right? The law, Jay. The law is impeccable. Impeccable, Clark. Why was Zero Remix a 0-point survey? Oh, maybe. That could work. That could actually work. It's feeling like the good old days again. It is. It is. Honestly, I love it so much more when it's actual dialogue that you can like sink your teeth into than rather. Oh, but this red mural on the wall is just so deep. Nice 6 move. Nice 6 move. Oh my god. What is happening? Wait. Oh, you can break through builds with it. Oh wait, I got it wrong, haven't I? What does the football one do anyway? It's called, what is it called? The rock? Sank? Gain overdrive effect when you mantle, hurdle, wall scramble. Oh, that's actually kind of useful. Do not take down the person. What are we doing here, guys? Lock in. They've actually just left me. Fair enough, I suppose. Oh, I should really probably actually, have we got a thing near here? Oh, we're almost end game. Let's not try that. Can I just like press the button just to like move? Would be nice. Shock rock, that's what it's called. Take you. Right. I take you. Right, we've got 13 people left. It's like she almost heard that. Dr. Slone. Oh. Why don't I take the spice? What do you mean? How's colliding the 0 point going to 7? They're not going to collide it! Damn, chat. Exactly. Honestly, just take some fun out of it. He's dead. Great. What are you doing? How is stabilizer going to work and what we actually do? It would just try and stabilize the 0 point. Thanks to the games. I go and move the 0 point to beneath it. See, this is exactly my point. That makes no sense. Stop thinking it's a collider. Stop sucking that that AI generated image in your head. Get that out of your head. It is not the collider. Wait, what? Oh, wait. The generated image of the collider. I think that's the one that everyone's talking about. Where everyone's saying, oh, it's a collider, I've seen it. I don't like how invite parties. Wait. Wait, no, it should have been join. I'm so confused. I don't think it is. I think the image we see, unless it is real. I just thought it was AI. I just thought it can't be two colliders. That's ridiculous. I thought what we see, the image we see in the 7 base, that's what we're making, which looks nothing like a collider. It looks like a big, massive solar gun. I'm sure it's AI generated. Makes no sense. I got beamed to 0 point. How would that beam to 0 point from the position it's in? It has to be a pointy thing. No one got the image. I saw someone post it about an hour ago, but I can't find it now. Oh, okay, on. Where are we going? I thought it looks like I generate. I guess it could work a bit like that, but then how would it beam the 0 point, which is in the like it would? I don't know. It might be. I think if you look at like the bottom end of it, it just doesn't look right. But maybe that's just me. Did anyone put it through one of them Gen AI things that says, oh, if it's generated by AI or not? The fact that it looks like a... The fact that it looks so much like a different texture from everything else, I would also argue. Like, it looks like there's like a weird depth perception there, which shouldn't really exist. I can't say a lot. I am wearing Aegis Champions Glide. What do you call it? Cloak? Dagger? Alright, after this game, I have a proper look at it. I zoom into it. Probably do a Google AI, not Google AI, because I'm just keep saying AI. Just do a like an image reverse search or something, and it should say where the image came from originally. Anyway, if you go to like this and then look at the computers in that, that's what we're building. I'm pretty sure. I think. No. Come on, chat. I appreciate it, but it's the one that just looks like a collider, but in the sevens colors. Pretty sure it's AI generated. I'm pretty sure they just got the other collider and then put the empty space in and said, AI, generate this image. But as the seven space. It might actually be rendered. You never know. You never know nowadays. Someone might have rendered it from the other collider, I suppose. Oh, we got that one anyway. Oh, there's a 4-on-5 going on here. Oh. This gun's just got massively so inconsistent. What the hell is it happening? Oh, who built that? Oh yeah, I don't know what happened there. So the first thing I do is when I'm trying to confirm an image or something, I'll just go to search by image. I'll upload the file. And you'll be able to cross-reference it with where the image came from, even though there's actually a thingy if you can just about read it right. Oh, it's Yeah. Yeah. Let's just look at what else the guy tweets out, right? Let's just have a look at what else the guy tweets out. Let's just have a look at the tweets he tweets out. This guy. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look, right? Let's just have a butcher's, yeah. Let's just have a okay, well, I don't know what that is. Let's have a butcher's. Be kind of careful scrolling on Twitter, aren't you? Yeah, so this is the original tweet, right? On the left, I'll recreate what it might look like. Yeah, okay, but okay, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah, that's some artificial intelligence right now. Yeah, so if you want to... Okay, chat, did I reset lobby? Okay, let's play another game. That was awful. Go to Sanctuary. We can show what they actually are trying to make. Also, what is this ladder doing? What is that ladder doing? Don't be so. That sounds. Don't say it like that. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it again. Don't be sorry and don't do it again. This music is so nice. What music? The music I'm playing in the background was something I thought I was kind of zoned out. Anyway, chat, always reverse an image if you don't trust something. You can see where the origin of the thing. I hope Singularity becomes a bit more, not a bit more relevant because she is quite relevant, but I want to use that. I need to finish off that drawing of Singularity and then use that as a thumbnail. The machine is a cannon because it's a beam. It's a beam it. Oh god, who are you? Just keep... Okay, so if you quickly make your way into here, you break this. Quickly do up, down, up, down, up, down. No. That's what we're building. I think. If it ends up looking like the Clyde, I'll take it back, right? But at least that image is artificial intelligence. What the hell are you doing here? No. Clearly went to throw that then. Leave. How does this stabilize the 0 point? I don't know. Ask Geno, who controlled the 0 point for thousands of years, and Dr. Slone. Why is this called Ill Whip Special Serve? Oh, I did see that about Bungie. Well, I mean, it was like you stop production and you don't have another game to go on to. I'm like, yeah, alarm bells were kind of ringing. What is this? Some sort of bot spawn trap? What's happening here? Oh, you flash? Oh, wait, they're flashing. No, what are you pinging them? We're in the middle of a fight here, guys. At this point, we might get a new island. Yeah, that's actually a new thing now. It's a new island every season. Oh, hello. Ooh. I wonder if Geno sits in here and just strokes him like that there. We will gain 0. I don't know. It might be up to that. I have no idea. Right, anyway, where's this vault? What, so they have moved on to another game? I just thought they wasn't doing something else. Crazy that, you know, vault to open another vault. Do you think Reality 266 is our permanent reality from now on? The story, like, it will simply be changes to a current island, just like Chapter 1 and 3? I saw someone on Twitter mention this. Yeah, it could do that. Instead of changing reality, just keep changing the map. Oh, what a cutie! What is an aura spot meant to be? It farms aura. Again, I should probably thingy this one, shouldn't I? Make it obvious to everyone we're here. My sidekick's name is perfect. What did you call it? Oh, was someone looking for bosses earlier? This one always spawns here, I'm pretty sure, most of the time. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Oh god, it's a fan. Nice to meet you. What are we doing? I have no idea. I'm going to this. Why is my screen shaking? What's happening? Chat, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like button. See if I can extract this sprite. What a cutie, though. I think it's my favourite. Be free, or just be sent to Geno and he can do some stuff with you. Non-harmful, apparently. Don't know, that's true. Don't know, that's true. Dot boy just got angry and the shape will move to 7's beige. Yeah, it just seemed like the shape anyway will be friendly again soon. Happy and cheerful. Oh, rare chest now. Slone messes up this will all be whoa, no need for the family friendly. I've had some great memories, but this is the end course. I will be fine. Ow. Damn. Jay, rate you at my outfit. Oh, I know. Very good. You are a 0.7 member of the Sprite Legion or something. Very good. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Knocked him. Below you, even behind you. It's a garbage sprite. Got that. I'm out of it. I'm off skis. I think I've got this one anyway. Oh, he fell over. Keep coming, keep coming. Be careful, that team's probably got a... Unless you picked up the... Eva, did you pick up the mythic? I think I've extracted this one already, but I'm not sure. Is there any way to see it in game? Oh yeah, sweet. Jay, did you record a video in 2 hours? Wait, what? What is happening? This is the second time. Oh, hold on, 2 seconds. Oh, he did. Oh, someone's going! Oh! Oh, be beamed! Be beamed! Be beamed! Oh, I gave Ethan all my medkits. That was stupid. What's happening there? Let's go! Did I get one? I don't think they fixed that yet. I don't think you can extract them when the game finishes. What a game. What a game. Still, how rare is that mythic goldfish? Because I didn't get excited, because sometimes I don't know if it's actually just in the loot pool. They must be raging. Because, like, I didn't even know the 0 point. I didn't start the 0 point. I didn't even know the golden mythic was in the loot pool, I'm being honest. You want to find that out? Gold mythic. Goldfish. Chapter 7, season 3? I don't even know what season 1. Epic Games just unvaulted one of the most ridiculous objects ever. Naught point 0.4. Okay, that's still pretty rare. Wow, a chest, by the way, chat. Anyway, need to reset the lobby. Yeah, no, I messed up that point. It shouldn't. No point after the second 0. It's 0.04, which is still pretty rare. But obviously not as rare as it once was, right? It used to be like a 0.00004. So it's not the rarest state it's been in, right? So. Chat, thanks for the 37 likes. Appreciate it. If you are enjoying the content, make sure to hit the like button. I'm just going to go for a quick break. Because chat, it's extremely warm in my room, right? What was the Y on the Volt for? It was powering Neo tilted. If you talk about OG, right? And Mega Mall, I think it's also somehow powering, if I remember correctly. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dim, ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-dim, ba-da-boom. Bum, 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 bum. Guys, who's using creator code Mr. Joy in a Fortnite item shop? Hashtag ad, hashtag partner. Type 1 in the chat if you can't use my code. I swear that fan's just blowing hot air around now. I did to buy Midas the cat. Okay, did Clark steal your title? Might have to copyright strike him. That's what Nick A30 would do. Yeah, he actually might have done. I mean, it is an obvious title to go for, but he must have looked at mine and went, you know what, that sold me. Sold me, mate. What's he saying?
I gotta rock my girl. Bro, where's she at? Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Anyway, chat. Thanks for the 39 likes, one away from 40. Alright, I did say I was going to go for a quick break, wouldn't I? Or do we watch some videos? Choices. Yeah, I do not need an icon skin now. Let's at least hit 100k first, shall we? A little disappointing how much... Well, not disappointing, that's probably a strong word. But we have dramatically slowed to trying to hit 25k. I've been on 25k a little too long, right? I think. A little too long. Oh my god, chat, we're on 24,767! Oh, chat! Okay, unsubscribe. That deserves an unsubscribe. It's the heat, chat. The heat. It's doing me in, right? Yeah, see, I don't even get the free skins that content creators normally get. So let's get to that first, shall we? Let's at least get there, and then we have a discussion, and then maybe like a what do you call it, like a bundle, right? And then maybe talk. It's one step at a time. One step at the time. You have a question? Ask away. Ask away. We need a sub count back. That just keeps messing up after a while. I don't know if this is... For other people, it always just helps them by looks like there's a ping, 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 sub. For me, that's just, I don't think that was ever the case. I said that, Kenneth. I said it's for power in Neo tilted, which is obviously a bit of an overkill. Something so powerful, power in the city. I mean, it's clean energy, I suppose. Right. I swear they've just done this to be annoying, right? 100% just done this to be annoying. Keep moving where the accept button is. But what are we doing, guys? Nice. Kind of works, but we go without that bang. Ready up, guys? Kick you. What? Keep it family friendly. A PS over here. Rip. Oh, Damn, I almost pressed the end stream button by mistake then. If you send a join request, send another join request. So we haven't found that one yet. We found this one, this one. I mean, we have seen them, but I haven't collected them yet. Oh, yo, chat, thanks for being here in the stream. I do appreciate the support, right? As always. Ready up, guys. I'm trying to work out what's happening. 2 seconds. I don't know why Fortnite went into sitting right, and I also don't know why whatever's going on with the stream, right? Why wasn't it just like what 20 subscribers? I don't really get what do you call it on more of a Twitch thing, right? Anyone else wants to join? All right, this could be LG as well, so. Right. Obviously, it happens on Twitch a lot, doesn't it? You get what they call it. You get view botted, don't you? Doesn't normally happen on YouTube. But for it to be have an I'm not even short streaming today as well, so. Oh, that was all one spotty, right? Why does he look sad? I mean, he is trapped in a... Let him out! Guys, this is like... I've seen about 10 of these, bro. It's not out... Literally, there's about 10 of these. Bro, there's literally 10 of these. Literally, you got like a... It's like an event. Literally, open a chest, you will find it. No, they've seen the sprite. They've seen the void sprite, whatever it's called. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I have no idea about the subs or the. No, as I said a join request because we had 3. It's probably gonna be LG. I don't know what happened there. Now we're down to zeros. Great. Yes, it's 2 of us. Wait, why did that not work? Wait, oh, which one is this one again? Right, can you... Crazy that they put that where. Oh no, it's just shot walk one. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Come back here, doggy. Anyway, you better get heading out now. Oh, I better. Okay, no worries. Whether have a good one. Thanks for being here. I don't know, is this repair 100 now? I can't remember. I collect them on my own. You can take it. What does the fish do? Swim speed greatly increased, taking damage also briefly increase. Wait, what? Oh, also, sorry, full stop, also in brief. Okay. Ah, you're right. Right. Oh my god, it's the hot rocks. Damn, pretty cool. Right. Let's extract this fish stick sprite. Is it the one you're holding? When did that become a thing? What is this rogue nonsense? What do you mean friendly? What do you mean friendly? Hello, kitty. Chat, thanks for the 42 likes, appreciated. I can't wait for the weekend to begin. I wonder what time might be played today, chat. Midnight? 1 a.m.? 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Oh, I forgot I still got this crown. When you deal damage to enemy. I don't know if this is as good as I thought it was, but definitely when I got the hot rocks, kind of counterintuitive of having this sprite, right? It is a little bit. I've never seen this. You know, back in chapter 6, when you used to do that to find a sprite, it used to be like, you know, I don't expect like, obviously they're much rarer now. I get it, but you at least expect something to ping up occasionally. But nothing ever had ping up yet for me. Oh wait, oh, okay, no, it's actually pinged up this time. Oh my god, crazy. Oh, it's only a fire sprite. Wait, there's another one there. Oh, and it's an earth sprite. I don't fall over. Wait, it says open sprite. Oh. That would be crazy, shit. Oh wait, sprites are kind of marked on the map. I have never noticed that. Actually, I have, but I keep forgetting to actually look. That's what I meant to say. Some I've had noticed, but I keep forgetting to actually look. Not one. Oh, I forgot we're in trios, aren't we? Okay, I might not push this if we win. Oh, I'm done with this game. This is a game even I need to change the menu, man. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. No, this is my bad. Alright guys, if you do buy anything at Full Item Shop, consider using creator code mrjayowhy, mrjayowhy. Thank you to everyone who used my code, I do appreciate it very much. The support on the channel means a lot. So I think Oliver, Rodrigo, and Dave drops in the item shop tonight. Whatever the diver's name is. This is Dave Diver? That sounds about right. Get on that, I suppose. So, yeah, do that. But guys, this is the end of the stream. Thank you for being here. And until next time, it has been your boy, mrjayowhy. Until next time, bye.